Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or a simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the ACA Daily Meditation, Strengthening My Recovery. This reading is from March 15th and is entitled Promise 3. This is a reminder in March, the theme is building self-trust and self-confidence. We're in week 3, and which is the 15th until the 21st, and the weekly theme is building confidence through action. Promise 3. Fear of authority figures and the need to people please will leave us. Big Red Book, page 591. As children, from infancy through our teen years, we were surrounded by authority figures. These included our families, babysitters, and teachers, those who traditionally deserve respect. Many of these people took advantage of our respect for authority by intimidating us into a submissive role. Our natural tendency to please was exploited by the unreasonable demands placed on us. As adults, our need to people please took a darker turn and robbed us of the ability to enjoy life. Always seeking to please others, we were left waiting for our turn to get our needs met. In ACA, the edges of the puzzle of how we became people pleasers slowly start to become clear. We began to feel the roots of our people pleasing habit from the soil of our childhoods. In its place, we plant brand new seeds of hope. Consistent work in our programs allows insight, clarity, and freedom to flourish. No longer fearful of authority and under the compulsion to please. We are emancipated to decide for ourselves whom we need to fear and whom we need to please. On this day, I will continue working the ACA program to further unearth the deep roots of my fear of authority and people pleasing. I choose to be free of any hold they still have over me. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back, welcome back. Now, this reading highlights the deep-seated patterns of fear of authority and people-pleasing that stem from childhood conditioning. Many of us learn to seek validation from authority figures, whether parents, teachers, or caregivers, because our survival and emotional safety depended on their approval. Over time, this condition can lead to self-abandonment, where we prioritize the needs of others while neglecting our own. Confidence is built through reclaiming our autonomy, making decisions based on our own values rather than out of fear or obligation. From a reparenting perspective, healing from people-pleasing means rewiring our internal authority systems. Instead of seeking external approval, we become our own source of validation, treating ourselves with the respect, care, and boundaries we may have lacked growing up. This shift requires consistent inner work, recognizing when we are acting from fear and choosing instead to act from self-trust. As we free ourselves from old patterns, we plant new seeds of self-worth, autonomy, and empowered decision-making. As we go on to the journal prompts today, number 1, identifying fear of authority. Think of a time when you felt intimidated by an authority figure, parent, boss, teacher. How did this fear affect your actions? Looking back, what would you say to your younger self in this moment? Number 2, breaking free from people-pleasing. Describe a situation where you said yes to something you didn't actually want to do. What emotions came up for you? How can you practice saying no in small ways to build your confidence in your own choices? And number 3, reclaiming personal authority. Write a list of 3 personal values that are important to you, values that guide your decisions regardless of others' expectations. How can you honor these values in practical ways this week? Thank you. That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you most comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time of day you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.